And we'll go back to the top story that we are tracking on First Up this morning. 2 policemen have been killed in a terror strike at a police station in Kathua in Jammu and Kashmir. Now we have got the first pictures which we'll be putting out in just a short moment of that encounter that is raging at this moment. And as many as 3 to 4 terrorists are expected to be holed up inside that police station which they captured. These are the visuals from outside that police station in the Kathua district. You can see that the highway has in fact now been blocked. There is additional reinforcement that has in fact been provided. 3 CRPF jawans are also reported to be injured. There is movement that is taking place towards that particular police station. Ashwini Kumar is also on the phone line. Ashwini, take us through what really is the reinforcement that has been put in place. We can see that members of the Jammu and Kashmir police, members of the CRPF are now completely surrounding that particular police station.
Yes, firing is still continuing and the terrorists are holed up inside the police station, Rajbagh, and additional reinforcement including Army, CRPF and the Special Operation Group Commandos has rushed there, and even the IG Jammu and the DIG Jammu has reached there. They are now coordinating the operation of the terrorist, and we have report that one of the terrorists has been eliminated, but there is no confirmation from the police forces because still the enforcement has not entered inside the police station because the safety of the policemen hold up inside the police station. As soon as they will be taken out from the police station, then there will be the rare encounter between the army and the militants, and there are 2 to 4 militants as reported by the intelligence agency, but there is no confirmation. There is no confirmation how many terrorists are they have crossed, and there are also reports that they have gone into 2 groups, and the second group where it has gone, nobody knows it. Yeah.
Okay, so that is a significant bit of information that you are giving us, Ashwini, that this may not be the only group. There is another group which is at large. We do not know where they are and they could strike any minute. Is that what you're saying?
Yes. There are intelligence reports that 4 terrorists, they have reached there in a Mahindra vehicle, and 2 have entered in the police station, 2 have gone in somewhere else. So that because of these intelligence inputs and villagers, alert has been sounded in other areas of Kathua also, because the schools are on and there may be some, they have to strike somewhere else in the army area or the school also. So everything has been alerted there. Yeah.
Ashwini, that information that you're giving us is very, very dangerous at this moment, that there are about 2 to 3 terrorists who have not been spotted. They have broken away from this particular group and they could strike any minute now. They have left in a vehicle, in a local vehicle. We have Shuja ul Haq also joining us from Srinagar. Now Shuja, this is the first major terrorist attack that has taken place ever since the new dispensation in Jammu and Kashmir. Have we heard from Mufti Muhammad Saeed or anyone from the establishment? Shuja, can you hear me? Okay, we'll try going back to Shuja ul Haq in just a short moment as the producers patch that phone line once again. Ashwini, I wish if you could take that one. This is the first major terrorist attack as far as this new political dispensation, ever since the new political dispensation in the state. Have we heard anything from the establishment, from the government? We'll try getting both our correspondents back on the phone line, but that's the big story at this moment. What Ashwini is telling us is absolutely significant. Not only is this the first terrorist attack that has taken place, the first major terrorist attack that has taken place ever since the Mufti Muhammad Saeed government was sworn into power in Jammu and Kashmir. What is even more alarming is that there are 2 groups now. That's the latest information coming in. One which is holed up inside that police station where they have spread absolute mayhem. 2 police officials have been confirmed dead. There are 3 who are injured presently in a local hospital. The police has surrounded the police station in Kathua, the Rajbagh police station. You can see those visuals on your screen. The more alarming news here is the fact that there is another group of terrorists who are on the loose, who are at large. Nobody knows where they are. They have escaped in a Bolero vehicle and it is not known. They are heavily armed is the information that we are getting in. They sneaked in from the international border. It is still not known where they are going to strike, but given the fact that the way these terrorists have operated in the past, and Ashwini is back on the phone line with us. Ashwini, this is the first major terrorist attack that has taken place ever since the new political dispensation in the state of Jammu and Kashmir. Have we heard from the establishment?
Yeah, this is the first incident, suicide attack in Jammu this year, and recently the Chief Minister Mufti Mohammad Saeed also said that election were held fair and fair, and maximum voters came out because of there was no terrorist attack from the Pakistani side, and even the Pakistani has not entered into the election rallies. And no, this is a reply to the state government also that how the terrorists can operate, and they are not under control of anybody, and that is the reason there is no word from the state government till now, and firing is still continuing. And we have a report that around 16 family quarters are in the police station also, and how many have been injured and how many have been killed, though we are getting more details from the police station also. Yeah.
Absolutely. Shuja also joins us from Srinagar. Shuja, that question was initially intended for you. Ever since Mufti Mohammad Saeed has taken over, this is the first major terrorist attack that has taken place in Jammu and Kashmir. And look at the brazen way in which this terrorist attack has in fact been taken. By the way, these are fresh visuals that we are getting you here on Headlines today of that highway, the Jammu highway, which has now been blocked. There is a large gathering at that spot where people are in fact being stopped, as Ashwini was informing us that these are, some of them at least are... all right, but the bigger story, Shuja, is the fact, as Ashwini is now pointing out, that this is not the only group of terrorists who have entered the police station. There is another group, and worst is, nobody knows where they are.
Well, Sanket, that's right. That's the worry, and if these unconfirmed news reports are right, then this is going to be one of the biggest worries for the security establishment, that there is a possibility of another group that might have split from this group and now gone into hiding in some other area. But as we were pointing out, this is only unconfirmed news that we are picking up from various sources on the ground. But the bigger point, which is sort of the larger issue that one has to look into, is the fact that this is the first attack that has happened after this new government has taken over. And remember, there has been a lot of chatter over the issue of Armed Forces Special Powers Act. It will be very, very crucial for Mufti government now to explain or hold on to that debate of revocation of Armed Forces Special Powers Act from certain parts of Jammu and Kashmir. Remember, even the governor in his address on the first day of assembly had said that the agenda of his government is to look into the acts like Armed Forces Special Powers Act, so that they can be revoked from certain parts of Jammu and Kashmir. It's going to be a big headache for the Mufti government to explain it, and opposition definitely is going to corner the government on this issue in the assembly, which is still going on. But having said that, the bigger worry that remains right now is how these militants would be tackled. 2 to 4 militants, we are learning, are still inside that compound, and there are a lot of people. There are civilian quarters of the personnel who were deputed in this police station. So that is the bigger worry. What the sources are telling us that the Special Operations Group of police and other security forces have jumped into service, and they are trying to ensure that as much, as less as possible collateral damage is looked into in this encounter. Remember, this is the area which has seen these kind of attacks in past few years. The spurt has increased. What we have seen is, in terms of the modus operandi, is simple. The militants mostly managed to sneak in from the international border side, which falls in this division, and then cross into the civilian area, which is very nearby to the international border, and then wreak havoc the moment they are identified or have made their way through into soft targets or targets which are like police stations. Last time the Arnia attack was pretty infamous for the way it was carried out, and now it looks like that the same modus operandi has been followed in this particular attack as well. Okay.
Right, Shuja, do stay on with us. We also have Gaurav Sawant with us. Gaurav, this is the first, a number of firsts that have taken place. Number one, the most tragic news that we have learnt at this moment, Gaurav, is that there are two groups of militants. One has entered the police station, killed 2 police officials, injured 3 CRPF jawans. They are presently inside. The police deployment is over there to perhaps flush them out. The second biggest news, and which is a major cause of worry, is the fact that there is one group of militants who are presently on the loose. Nobody knows where they are, and nobody knows, where they will attack next.
From what my sources are telling me, an effort is being made to contain the area, contain movement in this area. Several police teams have now been dispatched in and around Kathua. Not just Kathua, an alert has been sounded also across entire Jammu and Udhampur belt. Because an incident like this, if you recall, has taken place earlier. There was a major terror attack in Samba. The terrorists, they had sneaked from, that time they had sneaked from across the international border. They'd gone into Jammu, killed policemen, then they went into Samba. They attacked an army unit, they killed the second in command, and it took an entire operation of special forces that time to get them down. This appears to be similar modus operandi. The Jammu and Kashmir former Chief Minister Omar Abdullah, he has tweeted about this just a short while back, and he has at length spoken about the modus operandi used by terrorists, that they sneak from across the international border the previous night, wait till it's dawn, and it's just before dawn they start striking, because that is where security grid is perhaps at its most...
Okay, let's go full frame to these visuals. Let's go full frame to these visuals, the ones that we are getting right now. The visuals that we are getting right now. Just before this, there was a shot of a building. Yes, absolutely. So that seems to be the compound, the police station where the terrorists are presently holed up. That seems to be the small road that leads to the Rajbagh police station. These are the latest visuals that are coming in. You can see that there is CRPF as well as police deployment. Look at the way the police officers are presently stationed on top of those buildings in an attempt. And that's a CRPF Jawan actually communicating with the officials back in the capital or the base station. So all is happening there at Kathua at this moment. Remember, this is number one, the area where terrorists are holed up. Okay, some reaction coming in. Let's quickly listen.
I think the fighting is going on so far.
Not speaking much at this moment, but those are the visuals at this moment from right outside the Rajbagh police station, where an officer is standing. This is of course an encounter that is presently going on. These are dramatic visuals that you can see from Kathua in Jammu and Kashmir. Remember, that entire area has been cordoned off. It has been sealed completely. It's very significant and very important time also, because the festivities of Navratra have just begun, and there are many pilgrims who are on their way to Vaishno Devi shrine. A lot of people have in fact been stopped as the highway has been blocked. You can see that this police official, as well as many others, members of the Jammu and Kashmir police, as well as the CRPF, have completely encircled the police station as the encounter presently is going on. We'll stay on top of this particular story after a short break.